Hey, good morning, guys. It's Goose, and welcome to STN Stock Talk with Ricky and Goose. Guys, StockTraders.net. We're one of the online leading communities out there. Hopefully, you guys have come in and signed up and joined our free trading floor. We're always happy to help you guys out, as we've discussed in the past. Please, guys. Definitely join in. Feel free to ask any of the moderators any questions about anything we discuss. Just to remind you guys, we're not going to, inundate you with ideas, but all the ideas that we're sharing are just ideas. It's not a solicitation to trade them or anything like that, and we're not looking to shoot you 10 things a day. And obviously, it's hard to do that anyway. We're just looking for a couple, quality ideas to throw at you and discuss. So, with that, Ricky is not with me today, so I'm riding solo. He's having some internet issues, but I have a few names and a couple things to discuss with you guys, so I'm just going to jump right into it and get started here. So, first thing that I want to discuss is Apple. And I'm going to lead in with this, guys, with one thing, and that is obviously the market is going through a lot, and I want to discuss it at the end. But let's talk about Apple for a second. The reason it's on a lot of people's radar, starting to come into some very important levels. The 200-day right here, as you could see, it's definitely on my radar. But there was something else I wanted to discuss about Apple, and it's touching that this morning. By the way, I think it hit as low as 158. Is when the market's doing what it's doing. We were down over 600 on Friday. You have to remember with a day like today, we're opening up down. Is it's okay for a day or two for it to go below that 200-day. It's not broken to me. Some people might argue if it closes below the 200-day, it's broken, and where's it going? But this is Apple. I love the company. Obviously, we all know that, the history with the company. But I think you're going to get a really beautiful bounce off on Apple. Whether that happens from here, 155, 150, I'll definitely be looking for a bounce play off Apple. I like this area of support on the daily, 55, if it does decide to go through the 200. But just remember, with the market heavy, today might not be the day to trade it off the 200. Just keep that in mind. It's okay. But have it on your radar. I think it's a good one, and I think it could give us some nice range, push back up to the 64 to 66 area pretty quickly on a turn of the market. And with that big day, I wouldn't be surprised to see the market. It wouldn't shock me if the market does this big pull, big washout in the morning, and a lot of these things start pulling the market back up. So, look for opportunities, which I'll discuss with you guys at the end of, the broadcast here. Let me just move right along. I want to chat real quick about XNET. I know we've talked about this name a few times, so I don't want to always chat the same names, but I did want to mention something about XNET. They came out with some numbers this morning. They gave pretty decent guidance, but I still think the stock is broke, in my opinion. So I just want to mention that, like, if this has a little bit of strength up into and pushes up into this prior support area, 1470 or 1450, I think it could set up for a really, really nice fade back through this, area right here. So it is on my radar. I think there could be a nice trade in it. I won't fight it. But especially just keep in mind, if it wants to push back up and hold this level, don't be shy to be patient and see if it wants to push the 50-day. So you don't need to be the first one in on this one, but if this thing really wants to gear up and reclaim that 14 and over the next couple of days push back up to the 16.5, 17 level, I think it's setting up for a nice fade. I don't, it could, I guess, set up for a lower high here and push even higher, but I don't think it's going to, with the action that it had. So I'll be looking to fade it today. If on a big push, I'll look to fade it off that 1470, 1450 area, and then see how it closes. So that's XNET. I'll move along to Qualcomm. Very interesting one to me. And the reason I want to bring up Qualcomm for a sec is obviously the bid is out there. In theory for this $82 or so, which I think is like 60 in cash and 22 in stock. But the tape's telling you something here, guys, and hopefully you guys have learned that, and you guys that are a bit newer, we always want to be watching the tape on these things. And what it's telling me is that this isn't a clear-cut, $80 value right now. I know the market's off a little bit, but if you could see pre-market, they were trying to hold it up in the 66 area, got stuffed. I see the rebound here. If the market turns, I think there might be a nice long trade in it, but I'd be very careful. I'd be looking at scalps in it just because of the way it's traded so far pre-market to me. I do see this action, and it seems like it's starting to head up, and I could see a quick push through to 65. But this morning, the 66 level was very interesting to me because they were talking about the, that 82 and all that, and it was still getting stuffed. So I'm very intrigued by Qualcomm. If it makes a really sharp move up early morning, I will be looking for a fade on it. I can't really quantify where that would be, whether it's 69 or 70 or where the sharp move would be. I trade it by the action and the selling the stock, but I don't think this is, it's not acting like it's, $82 news to me. So, and I like trading what the tape's telling me. So that's Qualcomm, and just some quick thoughts on that. Another one that's a little bit lower price, but it hit my radar just because it's coming off the 50-day, is this APPN. I know when it was way up here, it got caught a lot of downgrades, and I kind of just started fading, and obviously with the market. But one of the things I want to show you guys is right in here. You could see this is a retrace of 60% or so, as well as coming off the 50. So there's a couple things in here that are intriguing to me. And you can see kind of where I have highlighted right in this $28 level. So I kind of want to see what APPN does today. And with a market turn, this stock has made some really sharp moves. You could see it has range. I mean, you could go back to back on January 10th. What was the range? $4. I mean, so this is a stock that has range where I could potentially see a big push back up into the 20-day here. So I like the possibilities on APPN. It is a low volume name, guys. It trade 452,000 the other day. But when it picks up to a couple million. So let's see if it wants to turn up the volume a little bit and do a little red to green move. I think there might be a nice opportunity APPN. Obviously, the market's got to be conducive for that as well. Lastly, guys, one of the things I wanted to cover with you guys was just a quick thought. I before I go on and finish up here, and that's just being prepared. I've been around since 1993 in the business, and the one thing I've always tried to do, and I get up real early. The guys in the room will tell you, and they know, and it's about being prepared. And in markets like this, just make sure you guys, it might not be the best day to trade intraday. I know there's a lot of things swinging around, but if you're getting whipsawed and thrown around left and right, it's okay to do other stuff to prepare you for the day you're more comfortable with. And we had a day the other day where 600 points down. Today, who knows what it's going to do? It's indicating a couple hundred points down or 250 down. Make sure you're preparing yourself for the turn. If there's an industry you like or a certain style you like or names that you follow, make sure you have that list steady and you're watching the dailies on them and getting them all set up. So when we have that market turn, we're ready to roll, and you know which ones you're doing, and you don't have all your friends telling you how they bought Apple at 150 and this name at whatever price, and you actually are participating. So that's all in preparation, guys. And I think today, these are days that I think are very, very important to continue to prepare yourself for when the market turns and when you feel comfortable, whether it's you're following the coin market or biotech industry. Just make sure you guys are preparing yourself. And I think it's really something I just wanted to stress this morning while I had a little bit extra time because Ricky wasn't here. So if you have any questions, guys, please do me a favor. Log into the stocktraders.net site. It's an amazing community. We're very, we're there to help everybody, and I think anybody that is already there will tell you that. Don't be shy. It's a free sign up, free trading room that we have there. Feel free to join us over there and just send one of the, myself or Ricky or anybody, Titus, anybody a message, to ask something about what we're covering or something you're looking at. We're always there to help you guys out. And with that, just really want to stress, to please, visit us, and hopefully you guys stay safe today. Any questions, hit me up always. And hopefully we have a great day today. And just like I said, stay safe, guys. Nothing to force today, nothing to guess. Don't try to catch the falling knife. And I look forward to seeing you guys at stocktraders.net. Have a great day, guys.